Hey guys, PirateKingVictor here, and I have a amazing match with Magnitude himself, Steve, whatever you want to call him. I call him Steve. So, yeah. So, I lead with Machamp, he leads with Celebi. I went straight for payback. Didn't want to overpredict. I knew I could take a Psychic, unless he was Life Orb for some odd reason. But I knew he could take a payback, so it didn't make a difference. Then he switches out, predicting me to go for a move other than payback, which I do, but it's a dynamic punch, so I'm okay with that. So, yeah, we were talking on Skype. I did a lot of weird moves because he was talking to me, and I was getting a little confused. So yeah, I go into Tyranitar to take the Psychic, assumed Psychic. I don't know what he was going for. I forget what he said. He told me. I didn't pay attention. So he hurts himself for Confusion, which is good. And he tried to switch, but I go for Pursuit because that was the safest thing I can do. I didn't want to over-predict there. And yeah, so I already have his Azelf out, which is good because it's a hard revenge killer to take out. So he goes into Tyranitar of his own. I was like, oh crap. So I went into Sizzler. Probably not the best thing to go into, but I figure if you wanted to overpredict and go for maybe a Stone Edge or something. So he subs. So I was like, oh shit, I'm getting out of there. Just in case it's like a Tyranitar with like Flamethrower. But it wasn't. He goes for Earthquake. I dodge it because I'm a Gyarados, obviously. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I go for Taunt, just in case he has DD, because we were talking, he got me all confused, and he's like, maybe I am DD. I'm like, no, maybe you're an asshole. And yeah, so I go for the Taunt, and he doesn't go for DD, and he doesn't have it, and yeah, I was very distracted. So I just go for the Waterfall to take it out, because I can't switch out now. And it was kind of a waste of a Gyarados, but I don't care. At least he can't sub when I switch into the next thing anyway, because of the Taunt. So he takes me out with a Crunch. I took a sub out with a Waterfall. Now his Tyranitar is out in the open and can't sub down. So yeah. So I thought this was a good time to bring in Heatran. Set up some rocks. Maybe I wasn't even going to scare him out because I had Shucker and I wasn't afraid of anything he could do. So I get my Shucker Berry and it weakens the power of Earthquake. Let's thank God it does. Because it takes out the Heatran with the crit, so it didn't make a difference. That made up for the confusion hacks on the Azelf. Yeah, so my Heatran is down. I set up rocks, really didn't need them this match. You'll see. Yeah. So he goes into Vaporeon. I go for the Dynamic Punch. He figured he could take it better than that, but no, he can't. So Vaporeon gets hurt by it. He's confused, and Confusion Hacks was great this match because it worked for me. He really couldn't do it. I don't know what he was planning on doing. If he was planning on Toxicking, I had Lumberry. I think he went for Toxic or something. He told me. I don't remember. He wasn't gonna take me out with any move, and he wished Protected. I would have been fine. So honestly, it didn't make a difference unless he protected, and I'm pretty sure I still would have killed him anyway. So I blew a punch after another one. So he goes into Celebi. I wasn't afraid of the Psychic because it was lead also. So usually lead Celebi's don't have Psychic. I didn't make a difference. I could have lived it anyway. So I go for the payback. Second turn he went for Leaf Storm. I knew it wouldn't take me out. And it takes out Celebi. So Celebi is done. Yes. Now it is 5-3 I think. Something. So he goes into Electivire. I stay in, seeing what he would do, just in case he tried to meditate or sub up or anything. I didn't want to switch out, giving him a chance. So I went for a Dynamic Punch, but he was faster. So I got into my choice Scarf T-Tar. And I went for Superpower because I didn't know what his other pokes were, and I didn't want to have to worry about them being levitating or anything. So he goes for Cross Chop. He hits, which it's good for him, obviously, but not good for me. And it takes me out. So, yeah. Down goes Tyranitar, and I just got raped by an Electivire. So this is where I made a mistake, because I should have I didn't. next part's where I make a mistake. I bullet punched the Electivire, taking it out, which is obvious. Next turn is where I made the mistake. I should have, you'll see here, I go for Swords Dance, hoping for him to over-predict and not go for a superpower and go for maybe a U-turn. I don't know. It was a bad idea. Think I could have lived this with min damage. That was another thing. But he didn't get min damage, so that sucked. If I lived it, I would have been happy. I could have outsped with a Brick Break and taken it out, and then taken out the Tyranitar with a Bullet Punch. But that's not how it works. And I should have just went for Brick Break because Thunderbolt from Specs Jolteon will kill a Scizor after I Brick Breaked. And Thunderbolt would have killed the Tyranitar after Stealth Rocks with the HP he had. So, yeah. This is where he wins. Because there's nothing I can do, because I can't take out the Tyranitar with as much HP as it had. And the Life Orb Sandstorm will take my Jolteon out. So, yeah. Let's enjoy. Just want to say, go check out Steve if you haven't. Leave a link to his channel in my description. He is probably my favorite YouTuber, one of my favorites. I'm always talking to Steve. So, yeah. Go check him out. He's awesome if you haven't. Chances are you have. He has like 4,000 subs. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this battle. Anything you want to say about it, comments. Leave comments. That'd be great. Comment, like, subscribe if you enjoy. Yeah. So, like this video. Comment. I really like comments. I like to hear people's feedback. So, peace, guys. See you later. Hope you enjoyed.